Let's all welcome our special guest, the beautiful Ziying Zhu. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you so much, Jan, for very, very kind words. That really means a lot to me. And so, what I'm doing is just pouring my heart into the content that I
Aww.
produce. And like you mentioned, TikTok has really changed my life, and the reach has
Mm.
been fantastic. And as educator, my dream is to make my content reach as many people as possible in as many countries as possible. So I'm really, really thankful for TikTok on this journey on this
Wow.
platform. Thank you so much for inviting me to your show. I'm very, very honored and very excited for this conversation.
Well, the blessing. You are a blessing to be in the show, my friend. Again,
Thank you.
on Instagram, on TikTok, I am learning a lot from your content, and I know a lot of people are, transforming their lives as well. Your smile is captivating, the values, it's very educational. But before we focus on that, my friend, I'm excited. I know your story. That's the reason why you're the guest. But for our listeners and viewers, we are excited to know your story. Who or what inspired you to be in this position you are right now, touching people's lives. You're a successful entrepreneur, you're teaching, you're guiding people, you're creating wonderful content online. What is your story? Please give us a brief overview of who Ziying is. The floor is yours, my friend.
Of course. Thank you so much. So, believe it or not, actually, I was in the finance industry for over 10 years in both London and Dubai before my current life. And I was really grateful for the journey because I worked with some of the most incredible people for an amazing company, and it gave me a great lifestyle as well. But Jan, during COVID times, I started to think about really what is it that I want in life. And I had more time to
Mm.
really reflect and think about the future. And I realized I want to make a dent in the universe. I want to do as much as possible to change people's lives. And of course, working in a bank is probably not the best way for me to achieve that. And
Yeah.
talking about inspiration, I have been a huge fan of personal growth since I was a child. I started listening to Tony Robbins' speech on
Mm.
cassettes in China since I was 9 years old. So I was
Wow.
always
Wait,
really
wait, wait,
excited
wait,
about.
wait, wait, my friend. Let me just what I heard. If I heard that correct, 9 years old, you're listening to Tony Robbins.
Yes, that's right,
N-
indeed.
9
And
years old. When I
I
was 9 years
remember,
old, I think I was like watching cartoons, Sesame Street and things.
yes, I still remember this day. I remember my aunt took me and my cousin to the bookshop at the same time. And of course, my cousin's similar age as me, and she went to get, the cartoons and the fairy tales
Right,
and
right,
whatever. And I
yeah.
went straight to the personal growth area for like Tony Robbins and everything. And she was like, she made a comment, I can't believe that she's doing that already at a young age. So
Wow.
I've always been very passionate about becoming the best version of myself. And my biggest inspiration is definitely my dad. My
Mm,
dad has always been the most incredible learner and leader at the same time. He doesn't stop learning. Even now, he's nearly retired and he still has so many books by his bedside. So I get
mm,
inspired by him. So coming back to what I was saying, so during COVID, I think about what I want to do with my life. And I was thinking that I was always really interested in personal growth. And frankly, I
mm,
went through a personal transformation myself. And I always really enjoyed telling stories and presenting. So when I was at the bank, I was the TV presenter for the bank's channel for
ooh,
230,000 audience in, globally. So
mm,
combining the two, I think being an educator is the best way possible. And if I have to choose one topic, first thing that comes to mind is etiquette. I come from China, Shandong province, which is
mm,
the hometown of Confucius, the philosopher. So respect and kindness has always been the theme when I grow up. So I
right.
thought about, I want to become the expert. So how do I become the most credible expert in the area? So I made my research. I realized there's a finishing school in Switzerland that is the most prestigious place. You go there for
Mm,
entire summer, and from morning to night, you learn about different culture and different etiquettes, how to even set a table like royalty, and
yeah.
how to
Mm,
behave in different cultures. So I attended Swiss finishing school. And at the same time, I started creating content on TikTok. And my first TikTok was released on Valentine's Day last year. I still remember. I had
mm, mm, mm.
zero followers when I posted. And I just remember on day 5, right, Jan, I had 5 followers at my fifth
Wow.
video. And I woke up, 5 became 80 because of one
Wow.
video.
Wow.
And I just think that one video just got 10,000 views overnight. This is
Yeah.
incredible. Until this point in time, I have 6 videos that are over 1 million views. 3 of
Yeah.
them are over
Yeah.
2. And my most
Mm.
viral videos at 4.5 million views. So I was really
Ooh.
surprised by the reach of TikTok. So so I was getting some confidence over creating content. I attended
Mm.
Swiss finishing school. So towards the end of last year, I submitted my resignation. And now my job is making other people better. So I teach anything from working with corporate universities
Mm.
and government institutions for training programs to teach women from their late 20s to early 40s to become the best version of themselves, or even
Yeah.
teenagers to work on their social skills, communication skills, and become the best version of themselves. So I'm really, really grateful that my job is to
Wow.
make other people better. So that's
Wow.
my story in a nutshell.
No, I mean, I know the story. I've read your bio, but it really amazed me, hearing it from you. And it's just so powerful. Now you are doing it full time and you're touching people's lives, you're inspiring, you're motivating, you're helping people more. That's for me, that's the essence of being a successful entrepreneur. And then you are a successful entrepreneur when you reach out and help and transform people's lives. So wow, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Now
That's
you
very
mentioned
kind.
Ziying, you mentioned the word empowering them. You have transformed them, given them confidence, because you yourself, there was a stage that cultivate that confidence in you, and you overcome fear. That's the reason why you were creating content, right? And now you're
Yeah,
doing it, you're giving your help, your learnings to a lot of people online. I am excited to know, and I know our listeners and viewers are excited to know the topic, which is, you already gave us an overview, the tip of it. How to overcome fear and be confident. May it be on, creating content online, running a business in reality, digital world and beyond. My friend, I am excited. How to overcome fear and be confident. The floor is yours.
of course. Thank you so much. I really love this topic because personally, I went through this journey and I have a lot to share. So, while I was researching on this topic from many years ago, one person's was really resonated with me,
Mhm.
Sadhguru. So he said, when we have fear, it's always towards something in the future, something which is not existent. Therefore, it's something imaginary. So why do we have fear for something that's not even there when we could have be rooted in the reality? So if we choose to be rooted in reality and focus on the actions, fear doesn't have to be there. And at the same time, I feel like in our brain, there's part of that brain that are responsible for that survival instinct of ours. So the fears to stop us from, let's say, jumping down a cliff. And that's very helpful. But the problem is, Jan, I can think of so many times when fear has robbed us the opportunity to grow. And when that happens, we is that really worth it? So I want to go back to the story of my TikTok journey. I actually wanted to create content for many years, but it's the fear of being judged, the fear of criticism, the fear of not being good enough that's stopping me from getting there. But when
That's very true.
I
That's
realized
very
one
true.
thing, right? Fear. So thinking about the fear of those people who might judge you, which is a very small group of people, and they're probably going to judge you and criticize you anyway, no matter what you do. But there's a huge, vast majority of the people who could have benefited from your content if you posted them. So if I don't create content, I'm actually robbing those group of people the opportunity to grow. So when I realized that, fear is no longer there. So, and I think there's a few ways we can overcome fear and have confidence, right? The best antidote, in my opinion, is actions. Because having fear and not being ready to do things, I realize you'll never be ready until you actually start taking actions. And whenever we have some fear, if we take actions, we feel immediately better. That release the chemical in the brain. And as long as we're taking actions, Confucius says this, right? No matter how slow you are going, as long as you do not stop. So that's so incredibly important. So taking actions. And number two, what I think is really important is the power of our mindset, because our subconscious has so much power and people just don't realize it. And we need to have that firm belief that we can achieve that. So I personally do visualization a lot, for example. When I have a fear about something, I'll visualize myself overcoming that fear. Over, let's say, visualize myself creating that video and getting a lot of views without worrying actually no one's going to watch it. So having that firm belief, and of course, not just dreaming about things, you need to take actions as well. And I think another point really important is don't compare yourself to others too much. They say comparison is a thief of joy, right? We don't want to compare ourselves on our 1 year journey versus someone's 10-year journey. And the people that has millions of followers, they all started from zero. So comparing ourselves with these people would not really help. And one of my favorite writers, Elizabeth Gilbert, she is the author of Eat, Pray, Love, the famous film. And one of her books called Big Magic, she said this: we need to have fear, but keep fear at the back seat. So we will keep it somewhere there in the background, but we don't let fear take this control of the steering wheel. So we're driving towards the right direction with a lot of actions, and we will be able to achieve that. And of course, except for everything that I just mentioned, in order to be confident, this is what I do. I feel like a
Mm.
lot of people, let's say in the professional world, they're very good at what they do in terms of technical skills. But when it comes to the non-technical skills, the soft skills, they're lacking. And if you look at the people at the very top in the organizations, they're never the ones that the most technical people, right? So Steve Jobs might not necessarily know how to put an iPhone together, but he can lead the organization very well. So those are the type of skills people are lacking: the communication skills, the people skills, social skills, and etiquette. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do. So just
Wow.
have fear
Wow.
at the back seat and just take action towards your dreams.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Wow, Ziying. I mean, it is mind blowing.
Thank
Really,
you.
those points really is the game changer. And I love that you mentioned about, it's okay to, to feel fear, because,
Of course.
we're human after all, we're human beings.
Of course.
Fear is
Mhm.
natural, but don't let it take control. Put it at the back seat,
Absolutely.
keep pushing forward, and, don't let it hold you back in achieving your dreams. Wow. I
Absolutely.
love that. I love
Absolutely.
that. Z, we have a message from Instagram. One of the podcast followers. His name is Andrew Grace, and she has a question. This is a pop up question related to the
Sure.
topic. Can you give me basic tip in creating content? Basic tip in creating content.
Of course.
I'm assuming I checked the profile. And she is new in, well, it's she's new on Instagram, so I don't know if she has TikTok or something. But let's assume that she is kind of new in the social content creation world. And just like your story, and I started like that. I posted like what 10 episodes and nobody listens.
Oh, we've
I
all been
got,
there.
I got, I yeah, that's a true. I, 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 I started making hits and getting rankings. I think on my 20th to, I don't, 2030 on
Wow.
50th episode. That's
Yeah.
where we started, getting ranks on Israel. Recently in Japan, we
Wow.
got like top 40 in the entrepreneurship category. Last year
Mhm.
in the Philippines. It's not always like that. Sometimes we're top 20, 200 in Canada, but it didn't start like that, right? Overall, we got like 30,000 supporters in 39 countries worldwide. But the first 10 episodes, it was only me, myself, and I.
Oh, we've all been there. We've all been there.
So, going back to the question, my friend,
Sure.
Andrew's Grace here
Hmm.
is a new content creator. Any
Sure.
tips that you can
Of
give
course.
in her journey? The floor is yours.
Of course. Of course. So there are many things I can think of, but when I was first started creating content, one of the most important things I wish someone told me is how important the first 3 to 7 seconds are if we're talking about TikTok or Instagram. Because nowadays, where the competition is crazy and people are scrolling across, like they have the memory shorter than the goldfish, right? So if your first few seconds cannot catch their eyes, you lost your opportunity. And the reality with the algorithm is the more people, the longer people watch, the more it will be pushed to more people. So working on your first few seconds, be it the color, the background, the hook, or the question that pop up, whatever. So focus on the first few seconds is so important. And I see a lot of new content creators that, hi, nice to meet you. Welcome to today's video. You're already gone. No one's gonna watch the rest of it. So first few seconds, tell them what they're expecting and maybe even wear something that's colorful. So for example, I like to wear a headband. I like to wear different colorful clothes, and so something that could grab people's attention. And number two, here's something also I wish I knew earlier. We want
Mm,
to create the content that your target audience wants to watch versus what
right.
you think they might like. Okay, this is
Mm,
very different. So sometimes when I first created content, I feel like, oh, maybe they should like this. But the
mm,
reality is they might think the same, they might not think the same way as you do. And here's the easy shortcut, right? So if you want to know what would do well, go to your competitors page and see what videos that are getting a lot of views and millions of views, and then you can add your own touch. We're not saying to copy anyone's content, but you can add your own touch in the same topic, right? So let's say in my area, anyone can teach you how to do napkins or how to hold chopsticks. Anyone can do that. But I can create my own version. That's in fact my first viral video that overnight got over 1 million views when I had only 4,000 followers, and 4,000 became
right.
30,000 overnight. So think about the topics that people already like to watch and already searching for and create those. And last but not least, I think consistency, 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 right? At the beginning, as you mentioned, you just don't know. Maybe in the beginning, there's only a small bunch of people watching. But if you don't create that pool of content to show what works, what doesn't work, then you won't be able to find out. So I would say if you're creating short form video, before you create 100 videos, don't give up. Some people, like you said, if I gave up after sort of the first, let's say 7 8 months, stuck at a few thousand followers, I could have given up there then. But I didn't know,
Right.
maybe your next video could be viral, your life will be completely
Mm,
changed. So
mm.
always have that belief, put in the hard work, and then be consistent in posting. And you can
Wow.
achieve anything you put your mind to. There's no limit.
Ooh. I love that. I love that. You can achieve anything when you put your mind into it. I love that.
Absolutely.
Wow, Ziying, Ziying, thank you so much. You are amazing. I learned a
Thank
lot,
you.
and it's just it's such an amazing opportunity to have you here in the show, sharing stories, being inspired, and really changing people's life. But Ziying, we're not done yet. All right,
Great.
we started off with your story, and then we focus on the topic, values after values, learning after learning, and now we are in the part of the show that we will play a game.
Excited about that. Don't know what's coming next, but yeah, let's see.
All right. It's a tradition here in the show. We call it the creative fast talk. All right. How we play the game is I will be asking you questions, and you are not allowed to spend much time thinking what the right answer would be. First word
Okay.
that comes into your mind, boom. All right. All right, Ziying. Question number one. This is easy. Don't worry, and it's good, clean fun. So relax. Question number one: sun or snow?
Done, for sure.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Second, Ziying, are you structured or chaotic?
Structured.
Wow. All right. Okay. Question number three. Love or money?
Absolutely love all the
Yes,
time.
let's go. Yes. All right. If you were an animal, Ziying, what animal would you be and why?
If I was an animal, I would be a horse who's
Mm,
so elegant and supporting the people that need it the most. And I can go through mountains and I can go through beaches, and I work very
mm.
hard. I'm very loyal as well.
Right, right. And horses are very majestic, right? I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. It's very structured, very beautiful. Love that. Love that answer. Next, Ziying, popcorn and movies or dinner and dancing?
Oh, I would say dinner and dancing. I like to go out and
Wow.
enjoy a quality time. Yeah, I like to get dressed and go out, enjoy the evening rather than just chilling. I do both, but really, I think quality time is important with loved ones, of
Wow.
course, or family.
Yeah, you look amazing when you're, with those elegant dresses on your
Oh,
video.
thank
You
you.
look
That's very
amazing.
kind.
You look amazing.
That's so
All
kind.
right.
Thank you.
Next question, Ziying. Are you a passenger or driver?
Oh, I do not drive, so absolute passenger.
All
I like
right,
to be
all right, all
driven.
right. Oh, okay, okay. Love that, love that. Well, that's good. That's good because you can think, you can read, and you can relax. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all
Yeah.
right. When you do visit the Philippines, I will drive for you.
Oh, that would be amazing. Thank you, because I can't drive anywhere. So that's very kind.
All right, all right. The mountains or the beaches?
Oh, I will say the beaches. Yeah. I enjoy
All
I
right, all
like
right.
both, but I do think that mountains, I'm more like a soothing kind of calming kind of person, right? So I do yoga almost every day. So
Oh,
mountain maybe is a bit
right, right, right.
too harsh for
To
me in a way.
extreme.
So
Yeah,
extreme,
yeah.
yeah. So beach for
Mm.
me.
All right, all right. Okay, good, good. Next, Ziying, what are you afraid of?
Oh, I would say I would be afraid of letting the people that I love and care about, letting them down. So
Wow.
whatever I do, I think about the people that I care about the most, like my family, my friends, and I
Mm,
just whenever I think about how they would feel if I don't achieve whatever I wanted to achieve, that really hurts me. So I don't
right.
want to let them down. So that is what I'm afraid of.
Love that. Love that. Love that. That's heavy,
Thank
by
you.
the way. That's very yeah, I
Yeah,
love that
deep.
answer. Next, this is like a time travel question, okay? I hope you remember
Sure.
it. What is something that is always inside your bag when you were a little girl?
Oh, wow. Always on my back as a little girl.
Little girl Ziying, what is something always inside your bag when you were a kid?
I would say that would be a gift from my grandparents. Um, I think
Whoa.
it's a little, I don't know if it's in my bag or on my wrist. Sometimes it's a bracelet. I
Mm, mm,
remember that
mm.
my grandparents
Okay.
give me. It's not necessarily to do with the value of it, of course, but
Yeah.
it's the love and care that carries with it. And to me, that's very precious. At the
Wow.
moment, I don't have any grandparents left anymore. So thinking about that, that's just a beautiful memory for me.
Wow. I love that. I love that. That's the first answer that is kind of something serious, something rooted in values, love. I always get the answer about candies or dolls,
Ah.
and I was expecting you to say that that growth message in a tape, in a cassette tape or something. but
Maybe
yeah,
that
yeah,
too,
that's
but
that's nice.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, next question. What is the weirdest food you've tried so far?
Oh, the weirdest food. I would say durian. I mean, it's maybe
Really?
not so
That's a
weird
fruit.
and
Okay.
food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
Of course. Of
food.
course. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I,
why is it weird? Well, why is it weird? In a way.
oh, because durian it has a very pungent smell, right? So, and it's not
Mm.
everyone's taste. So, and it looks spiky from the outside. So many people are quite scared of trying it. And of
Yeah.
course, I've had it before. And I love the pastries made by durian as well. And it actually
Yes.
doesn't taste that bad. So
Mm.
yeah, I think that's something that's really
Love
interesting. I think
that.
if you
Love
travel
that.
to Asia, you should give it a try for those listening.
Yeah. 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 Well, I don't eat that also, but I've tried it
Oh, you
and
don't?
it's good. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, so but you know. All right, next. What is your dream superpower and why? You know, if given a
Oh,
chance to have a superpower, what is it and why?
if I have one dream superpower, I would love to have unlimited time
Ooh, I love
because
that. I love
because
that.
there are so many things I want to do in life. And I think we all do feel that way. And
Yeah.
we only have a limited number of hours every day. And if I can have unlimited time in life, that would be the best thing ever. I can just achieve so many things, spend time with loved ones and achieve my goals and still work out, enjoy food and life. Isn't that the most incredible thing ever?
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. I love that. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Ziying, for, spending time with us here in the show, giving us your story, sharing us your learnings, tips after tips, values after values, and then having fun with us answering those silly questions in our game show. Thank
Not
you.
silly at
Thank you.
all. Thank you.
Ziying, thank you so much. I know you are very busy person. You have projects, releases, social media platforms, content, events, anything you want to promote. Please feel free to promote it. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. So I, as people can see from my social media account, so I teach etiquette and life skills. So basically anything that you need to become best version of yourself. So if you want to spend some time upgrading yourself, leveling up in life, let me know because I offer online classes on a wide range of topics, anything from dining etiquette, social grace, business protocol, cross-culture etiquette to communication skills. So I run this online and in person at the moment only in Dubai. And I also offer coaching programs as well to work with you to a very systematic process, anything from mindset to skills and confidence. So let me know, and I would be more than happy to help you. It's my dream to make others better.
Wow, love that. If they want to follow you on your social media platforms, where can they find you, my friend? Please,
Yes,
the floor is
you
yours.
can find me on TikTok at I'm Ziying Zhu and on Instagram Ziying Zhu. So just my name, ZIYNG, ZHOU. So etiquette and life skills. Looking forward to seeing you there.
There
I
you
post content
go.
there, a very short educational content, but I guarantee you'll learn a lot from me and you will become a more confident, elegant, polished person instantly.
Ooh, I love that. Elegant and polished person. I need to enroll in that class.
More than
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, Ziying.
My
Guys,
pleasure.
please do connect with Ziying. I am sure she can help you in your journey towards success. Always remember, have a positive outlook in life. Smile. God bless you. Thank you, Ziying. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Jen. Such a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and all the best in everything in life. Go for your dreams.